everyone, it's Lexi. So today I thought I would do the Mean Girls book tag. I love Mean Girls. I think it's such a great movie. So I thought I'd try out the Mean Girls book tag. So I know this is geared towards books, but I also kind of went into kind of movies and TV shows as well. Just because I couldn't find books that kind of fit this category. So without further ado, let's get started. First question is, it's pronounced like Cady. Which fictional characters' names do you get completely wrong? And for this one, I would think I would have to say anyone within the Throne of Glass series or anyone like in Sarah J. Maas's world. Like, I can never pronounce their names right. So I come up with like a version that kind of like is similar to their name, but it makes sense in my mind when I read it. She doesn't even go here. Which character would you like to place in a fictional world from another book or series? I think if you place Mr. Weasley in any of the books that kind of take place in our world, I think he would just be like blown out of the water with the muggles and all that. So the next question is, on Wednesdays we wear pink. Repetition, repetition. Which book gave you deja vu from another book while reading it? I think I would have to go with the Red Queen. The whole time I was thinking like this is exactly like the Hunger Games. Like, if you mixed, like you threw the Hunger Games in a blender, Red Queen would come out. So the next question is, which book gave you the complete opposite of girl power feelings? I actually couldn't think of one for this, so none. I don't think I kind of stick to books that have like a strong female character in them. So yeah, you go Glen Coco. Name a character you felt like you wanted to cheer on while reading. For this one, I think I would have to go with Julie from Codename Verity. From the beginning, she is in a terrible position where she's been captured by Nazi officers and she has to do like a confession for like basically the start of the book. You're rooting for her and cheering for her to kind of get out of that situation and kind of escape. So get in, loser, we're going shopping. How long do you typically spend at a bookstore? I actually don't go to bookstores often, but I'd say maybe like half an hour maybe, or like online. I keep it to like a couple minutes here and there if I want to check out a book. It's not your fault you're in like club with me or something. Which character would have to get out a restraining order on you if they were real? I don't know. I don't really have any like fictional things. Like, I think I kind of fall more towards like the movie and film side. So for this one, I think I would have to get Finnick from the Hunger Games. Like, I'm in love with him. I think I just love Sam Claflin, but still, I love Finnick. I can't help it if I'm popular. Which overhyped book were you cautious about reading? So I think recently I would have to say Shadow and Bone. I was hesitant because I heard some people really love it, some people are kind of mediocre, but I actually really like this first book, so I'm interested to see kind of how the rest of the series plays out. She's a life ruiner. She ruins people's lives. We all love Regina George. Name a villain you just love to hate. And I think for this one, I think this kind of goes back with kind of like a childhood series I love. And I think Count Olaf, even though he did horrible things, like for some reason I really love him as a character. I think, I don't know why, but I just do. I'm not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. Your favorite fictional parents? I think for this one, I think a lot of people can agree with this one, and it is Lorelai Gilmore from the Gilmore Girls. I just love her. I think she's the coolest mom ever. My mom's better, but I think she's kind of like the best portrayal of a mother in like a TV show, and it kind of has a very strong female or mother-daughter relationship that we don't typically see in kind of teenage directed TV shows. That is so fetch. Which book or series would you love to catch on? I think anything by Rick Riordan. I haven't read anything. I want to do the Heroes of Olympus series. I want to try that out soon, so hopefully I'll kind of get on that bandwagon. How do I even begin to explain Regina George? Describe your ideal character to read about. I think she has to, like, obviously I like to read from girls' perspectives just because, I don't know why, I think they're more relatable, and they have to be a strong character. I think they need to be independent, but they can be vulnerable at the same time. I think that's like kind of like what I look for, then kind of they grow through the events that they go through. So basically like Leah from the Kiss of Deception series, or like anyone in like the Gallagher Girls series, like anything like that, or like Rizzoli and Isles, like anything with like a strong female character that kind of grows, I think is what draws me in. I just have a lot of feelings. What do you do when a book gives you the bad case of the feels? I think eat. Nice wig, Janice. What's it made of? Your mom's chest hair. Which character one-liners would you like to claim as your own? I think for this one I had to go with like a TV show as well. So anything Schmidt says on New Girl, I quote all the time. It's so funny. I wish I could come up with stuff like that, but I quote, like basically I quote Friends, New Girls, like any TV show that I watch all the time. But Schmidt will probably be at the top of my list because he's just so funny. So, and the last question is, name a time a character decision made you roll your eyes. And I think a lot of people can agree with this. So Farrah within A Court of Thorns and Roses, there were so many times where it was just like she does the same thing over and over again expecting a different outcome, but the outcome is the same every time. It was just like, come on, get yourself together. But eventually, hopefully, like, it gets better in A Court of Mist and Fury. So much better. But at this time, it was just like, come on. You've been over this how many times? And it's the same thing happens every time. But that was just really frustrating, I think. But if you thought about if you had the same feelings about Farrah as I did, then you'll definitely like A Court of Mist and Fury. So much better. A lot of character development. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what some of these books were to you. And yeah, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.